Hi, I'm Margaret Martin, Miller Guide. Today I'm going to cover 4 essential daily stretches. And they're essential because we spend so much time sitting these days. But the nice thing is you don't need a lot of equipment. I'm going to show you some alternatives if the first ones don't work for you. And they're going to keep you limber and lasting a long time. First one, you can do either sitting or standing. In either position, I want you with your very best posture because our vertebrae can rotate so much better if we're sitting or standing tall. So, whether it's your sit bones in a chair or for me right now in standing, it's my feet grounding to the floor. I'm pushing down and I'm inviting an opposite force up and through my spine. I'm taking this posture with me through the stretch. You take a nice breath in, and as you exhale, you're going to turn and look as far as you can over your shoulder. And you're going to inhale as you come back. If you've noticed that you were turning your body and your head, make that correction as we go in the opposite direction. Try to keep your shoulders square to the front. Nice relaxed breath in. And exhale as you look as far as you can, turning your head in the opposite direction. And then back. I'm going to just demonstrate one of each of these stretches, but by all means, they feel good and you want to either hold them longer. Holding a stretch, 30 seconds or longer is great. If you're just using a stretch to warm up, you can do them very dynamically where you're just holding a stretch for 1 or 2 seconds. They're all great, but for different reasons. This second stretch we're going to do requires a little surface for stability. You can use your tabletop, your counter, your stair railing, it doesn't matter. Again, nice posture. Engage your abdominals because this does make a difference because the muscles we're going to stretch are attached to your pelvis. If you don't tighten your tummy muscles, then your pelvis is just going to come forward and you could be putting more impact on your back than you want to. So this way, your back's going to stay happy as you stretch your quadriceps. So grabbing your ankle, you take your breath in and you exhale as you bring the knee to a line beside the other knee. Again, keeping the tummy muscles tight are so very important. Otherwise, the stretch is going to end up being jamming your spine behind. Now, if you do not find it comfortable for whatever reason, whether it's your shoulder, whether you're supporting hip, knee, that this is not accessible to you, you can by all means do this also in standing, but using a second chair. And when you do that, you want to take the time that you need to just place your foot on the chair behind you. You can also use your hand on a railing and place your foot on the second step behind you. Again, taking the time that you need to enjoy the stretch, breathe through it, make sure that your body feels comfortable. Lovely. Now, a third way of doing the stretch would be lying down. You could either do it lying on your side or lying on your stomach. Okay, we're going to now move to the third daily stretch. The third daily stretch is for the muscles in the front of your pelvis. They attach from your spine and your pelvic bone to then join together and attach into the thigh bone. When we sit a lot, these muscles get quite tight. In order to stretch them, we need to provide a little bit of an opening in the front of the hip. For some people, placing your foot even just on the first or second step, or for me right now, the second rung of the chair, that might be enough to feel an opening in the front of the thigh. If you need more opening, you can place your foot all the way up onto the chair itself, or if you're using a stairwell, you might decide to put it on the second or third step. For some individuals, if you're particularly tight, you will already feel a stretch, and that's great. That's where you begin. Otherwise, we're going to add to this position a little bit of movement. We take our breath in, and the motion is on the exhale. We're going forward. We're going to squeeze the butt cheek of the leg we're standing on, and then come back. Let's do it a couple more times. Breath in, and exhale forward. And if you're going, that feels good, but I want to go a little deeper, I'm going to introduce one more option. Breath in, You go forward and you can lift your arm. And you can reach up to the sky. Nice. And then back. If you're not comfortable in standing, again, for whatever reason, be it balance, stability, ankle strength, you can also do a hip flexor stretch lying on your back. And you'll notice that obviously, just as you would in standing, you'd want to do both sides. As with the neck stretches, you can do it in a dynamic fashion and you can do it in a static fashion. Simply meaning a dynamic stretch, you're moving over 1 to 2 seconds, several repeated times. And in a static fashion, you are just simply holding the stretch for the count of 30 seconds or longer. For the fourth exercise, you simply need a door frame. Now, standing level to the door frame, you're going to place your elbows at the height of your shoulders. Next, and very important, is that you step through and over the threshold of the door frame so that you can transfer your weight onto the front foot. You take your breath in and you move forward towards the front foot, gently lifting your arms off the door frame. And release. Just as with the other exercises, you're exhaling through the stretch. And you can either hold the stretch for 1 to 2 seconds and repeat a number of times, or you can simply hold the stretch. Now, keeping the elbows at 90 degrees is great, and that's a great stretch for your upper or your main pec muscle. But now, if we slide the arms up a little higher, we're going to get another pec muscle, which tends to really limit our posture. So we want to make sure our posture in our shoulders is great, that you take your step in, breath in, and exhale coming through. We'll just do that twice more. So I'm not hanging on the door frame at all. I'm stepping through the door and just gently lifting my arms away from the door frame. And that's going to ensure that you can keep a nice posture through your shoulders and you don't get rounded in. If you felt really great, as I do now, having done all these stretches, I really encourage you to check out the playlist on more neck stretches, because our neck stretches keep us feeling young and vibrant for many years. Thanks for joining me today and have a lovely day.